Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today we're going to make a bag, quite a big bag, a handbag, and I'm using these three color. These are cotton yarn, 5-ply cotton yarn, and I'll be using a 4mm hook. So it's up to you. You can use a smaller hook or a bigger hook, but of course if you use a bigger hook, the pattern will come out slightly bigger, and a smaller hook, the pattern might come out slightly smaller. So since these are cotton yarn, it cannot hold its shape as a bag. So I got myself some plastic canvas to hold its shape. So once this is done, inside the bag I'm going to put some lining to cover this canvas part. And on top of that, I also bought myself some leather bag strap or bag handle. This is it comes in a pair. One packet, there are two. You can choose this color. So it comes with all these holes. I'm not sure if you can see there. It comes with all these holes, so you can actually use a needle and thread and sew it onto the bag. So for this pattern, it's very easy. I just make lots and lots of triangle. So I have triangle in this color, in blue, and in peach. So the color combination is up to you. You can check the picture of my bag. So the color combination is up to you. I chose these three. So I'm going to make quite a number of these, and I'm going to join it in a certain way, just like a granny square. I'm going to join it in a certain way to form some patterns for the bag. And later on, I'm gonna attach this to the I don't think the hole is very big because it's kind of like, so inside you can see a bit of the plastic, but after the plastic I'm gonna put a layer of lining, so most likely you can see shadows of the lining and also the plastic thing. I'm not sure. I hope it comes out right. This is the first time I'm doing it, and I don't think this hole is very big because once I join it, it kind of like squeeze together. So today I'm just going to teach you how to make this triangle. It is super easy and super fast. I'm sure some of you might have seen this triangle pattern. There are some who continue to do this same triangle pattern a few more rows before they start joining. So mine, I only did 2 rows. If you want, you can do 4 or 5 rows, which is kind of big triangle, and you join it together. I want it small. So let's get started, and I'll teach you how to do a triangle. Okay, let's start to make the triangle. I'm going to use the lighter color so that it's easier to see. First, you're going to make a magic ring. This is how you make a magic ring. So after you make a magic ring, pull tight here. You're gonna yarn over, you're gonna chain 2. So 1, 2. You chain 2, you yarn over, and we do a double crochet into the ring. Go inside the ring, yarn over, pull through 2, oops, it got stuck, and pull through 2. So there we have the chain 2, we count as 1 double crochet, and here we have 1 double crochet. I'm gonna make 2 more. And yarn over, put it inside the magic ring, and create a double crochet. So here you will have 4 double crochet. One is the chain 3, the other 3 are double crochet. So after this, we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, you yarn over into the magic ring, do 5 double crochet. One, two, three, four, 5. Actually, you should have 5 in one set, but here I did 4. Later on, I'm going to add 1 more. So same thing, I'm going to create this, the edge of the triangle, the tip of it. So chain 3 again. 1, 2, 3. You chain 3, you yarn over, same thing. Do 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a chain 3 space. Now we make another chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, and do a double crochet. And join it with the top, on top of this chain 3 with a slip stitch. So there we are, that's the triangle. So now in the middle part here, we pull until the hole is sealed. So we're going to look like this. So here, after the slip stitch, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, now look carefully. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 3 single crochet, sorry, 3 double crochet. Then we have a chain 3 here, and then a double crochet here. So now we chain 2, yarn over. We're going to do a front post on the middle part, on the first double crochet, the one right after the chain 3. This is chain 3. Let me show you again. This is the double crochet. This is the chain 3. This is double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. Go for the middle one. So you should have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. We use the middle one. We're going to do a front post. Put your hook underneath this double crochet, yarn over, and do a double crochet. So that's the front post. And now we do a back post for the next double crochet. You put your hook at the back, you kind of like pull this double crochet to the back, yarn over. If you can't go through, just hold on to it here, push this down, and you can go through and do a double crochet. So here you do a front post, here you do a back post, here you're going to do a front post. This is a front post. So in the chain 3 space here, we're going to do 2 double crochet, two double crochet on the chain space here, and we do again chain 3, 1, 2, oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, yarn over. Here, still in the space, the chain 3 space, we're going to do 2 double crochet. 1, 2. So yarn over. When you see this first double crochet, do a front pose. This is a front pose. Yarn over. The next double crochet, we're going to do a back pose. Back pose double crochet. Now yarn over. The next one, we're going to do a front pose double crochet. Yarn over. The next one, we're going to do a back pose double crochet. And the last one is going to be a front pose. So let me repeat that. So when you see these sets of 5 double crochet, it's going to be a front pose, back pose, front pose, back pose, front pose. So you get lines like this. And here on the space area, the chain 3 space, do 2 double crochet, then chain 3, and do 2 double crochet in the same space area. So here I've reached the space area, I'll do the same. Yarn over, double crochet, another double crochet. So now you have 2 double crochet here in the space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and do 2 more double crochet. So once you see a set of double crochet here, start off with a front pose. The next one, we do a back pose. Oops. If you find it difficult to hold on to this part here, and the yarn will go through easily. And you do a front pose. And you do a back pose. And you do a front pose. So we have come to this chain 3 space again. We're going to do 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and we're going to chain 3, and we're going to do double crochet, 2 double crochet in the same chain space again. And if you notice, we have come back to the starting point here. We started doing it from the middle. So now we have to do a front pose here and a back pose here. So we're going to do a front pose. And a back pose. And once I reach the starting point here, this is where we started, I'm going to do a slip stitch. So this is my triangle. So I'm going to pull this tight. I'm going to hide this, seal this hole. And this one, I'm going to use a tapestry needle and go hide it around here. Whereas this part here, if you plan to have your triangle bigger, you do the same thing. You chain 2, you do front pose onto the front pose, back pose on the back pose, and another front pose on the front pose. Now this is a front pose, you do front pose again. And for the back post, this is a back post, you do back post again. So when you see a front post, you do a front post. You see a back post, you do a back post. And when you come to these two, same thing. After this front post, it's going to be a back post and it's going to be a front post. So after that, when you come to this chain 3 space, same as before, we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 3, and another 2 double crochet. And when you see this double crochet here, we're going to do a front post, a back post, and we're going to do a front post on this front post and back post on this back post. So it goes round and round and round. So if you want, you can actually do a few more rows and your triangle will be very big. Mine, I just want it this size. So since I only want it this size, after my slip stitch, I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to pull tight here and kind of knot it here. And I'm going to leave quite a tail, not exactly a long tail, just a bit of a tail, so that I can sew it on to the next triangle. So when I sew it onto the next triangle, I make sure I just sew from here to here. I won't pull this corner too much, because the traditional triangle shape, they sew every single stitch, so it kind of like curl up like this every single stitch. So I plan to sew only up to here until this double crochet. The chain 3 space, I'm gonna leave it like that. So here there might be a small hole, a small gap like this. So later when I have more of this, I'll show you what kind of pattern I'm making. Okay, now I'll show you how I'm going to connect the 2 triangles to become a, join it here to make it become a diamond shape. My intention is to have it as a diamond shape, but if I were to crochet a diamond shape, then I don't have this pattern. I like this pattern, so I'm going to make 2 triangles and join it to become a diamond. So if you can remember, we start and stop in the middle. So you use a tapestry needle, put this yarn, bring it to either this corner or this corner. Just bring it to the corner, any corner. This is the back, this is the front, so it doesn't really matter how you're gonna bring your yarn to that corner. Just bring it to the corner. And before this, I said that maybe we should leave a small hole here, but we shouldn't, because I've tried out. If we leave a small hole here, actually it's not a very small hole, it's kind of big hole. So now what I do is, this triangle, every triangle, when I join them together, I'm gonna start from this corner. This corner here, you have a chain 3 corner. Go to the second chain from the hook, the one in the middle, and start connecting until here, this middle part. So this is 1. So when you open up, it does not really bend. So how do we stitch? This is the front, this is the back. But when I have the front facing us, you'll see this is the front loop, this is the back loop. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. What we're going to do is, we're going to sew only on the back loop to the back loop. That way, the front, it will not be visible because I'll be using different color. So I'll just grab hold of whatever tail I can find nearest to me and I'll just connect. So here, because now I'm just connecting triangle to triangle. Later when I show you the big piece, you'll understand what I mean by I'll just grab any tail. So here, I go to the back loop, because now the back is facing us. So the one facing us is still the back loop, and you see here the front loop and the back loop go to the back loop. All this tail from the magic ring and from the other triangle, I'll just leave it. You might need it for the next part. So here, same thing, use the back loop. The yarn came over this side, we're going to use the back loop and the back loop. There are some I did while watching TV, so some I got it wrong. Once it's a big piece, it's not that obvious. So I'm going to use the back loop and the back loop. Here. I'm using the same color now, so you might not notice anything, because once I turn it around, it's still peach color. But when I use blue, because this bag has 3 colors, when I use blue to connect to peach, you will notice that you still not see the connecting yarn. So remember, it's this back loop to back loop. We have a lot to connect. We have to join this to the other big piece later on. So all this tail, I'm not going to cut, or I'm not going to sew it in. So once I reach the tip here, what I do is, because here, once you open it, look like this. Here, if I do not lock it, it will kind of loosen up a bit like this. So in order to lock it, I just go through some of this, so that no matter how I pull, because I'm going to throw this in a bag and leave it there with so many others. Okay, so you have a triangle becoming a diamond shape. So this is how it look like. So when you want to join this to this, you're gonna look like this, because there's gonna be one blue and one orange. So when it's gonna look like this, first thing is you've got to make sure where you're gonna join. This is the triangle, this is the triangle, I'm gonna join it here. So it has nothing to do with this part. So you make sure this is the front, this is the front, turn it around. Turn it around and tell yourself you're going to join only here, from here to here, and that's it. The rest you're not going to touch. So how am I going to join it? That is what I mean by just grab hold of any tail that you can find. You can use this one, you can use this one. So if the tail is too short, like this is too short, by the time you reach here, you find another tail, you tie a knot. Because this is too short, by the time you hide it in, it takes time, so just tie a knot with this one. So let me show you how I tie a knot. Instead of using this long one, I'm going to use this short one. So first thing is, put it on a flat surface and just make sure where you're going to connect it. And this is the front part, this is the front part. The front face the front, and ask yourself which is the edge that you're going to connect. So I'm going to connect this one. So either I use this yarn here or this one here. So now I show you, I'm going to join it with this shorter one. I mean, take for example, if there's no more tails here left for you to sew, same thing, this joint to this joint, use that, you make sure this touches here, use the outer loop and the outer loop, the back loop. Once it's closed like this, the obvious one to you is the back loop. The not so obvious one is already hidden inside, that is the front loop. Okay, so by the time I reach here, you can see I do not have much tail left to sew. So what I do is continue every single stitch. Yep, I think I can still reach the end. This might come off easily because it's so short. So what I do is I just tie a knot, not too tight, do not pull, and leave it inside, because this one is the back of the bag. If you get what I mean. Sure, it's a tongue twister. So all this tail, leave it, because I plan to have a plastic canvas at the back. So all this you can actually put through the plastic canvas and tie a knot, and then at the edge we're gonna sew one row of the single crochet just to hold it onto the plastic canvas. So this is part of it. Let me show you the big piece. This is the bigger piece. You like this pattern. Once I have it all connected properly, okay, once I connect it all properly onto the canvas, I will show you the final result, how you're going to connect this, how many blues, how many orange, how many peach, and you just pause on that shot to because I do not have the picture or photo for this pattern, like how it should be, or if you have clothes or bags or curtains with this pattern, you can actually just follow. It's not as easy as you think. I had a hard time connecting it actually. So do not I made a mistake earlier on. I did one big piece here and I make another big piece here, and I thought of joining it together, but actually this part here is the connecting part to these two. So it's best, I think it's best that we join it diamond by diamond. So here, these two, this is a diamond shape, this is a triangle shape, this is a diamond shape. Just use this diamond and connect it here, one by one, slowly, one by one. Like here, you have to figure out how the orange would be. And remember, when we connect, it's only one side of the triangle. The triangle have 3 sides, we only connect one side. And when it comes to the middle part here, you see, this one I ran out of yarn, so I did not crochet until the middle part here. So the next connecting one, I make sure I connect it here like this, so that it will kind of stick together. See the holes, they're still small holes, but not that obvious. So one glance is gonna be a lovely bag, I hope. So I'll continue to join this puzzle. Okay, I'll continue to join on this puzzle. I'll come back to you at once I get it done. I'll show you how to make the edge, how to make it square, because the back is going to be rectangle or square, but now the edge here are round. So by the time I add another triangle here, another diamond shape here, or maybe triangle. So that's why you connect one by one. You connect one, you think you don't have enough, you get another one, because one part of it you might need only triangle, not diamond shape. So triangle is to kind of hold it, and if you sew it on, then it might be a straight edge. Or later I will do single crochet all around or slip stitch all around just to make that straight edge. So I'll come back to you once I have this done. Okay, this is how it looked like so far. So when you're connecting it, you make sure you put the canvas, the plastic canvas at the back to measure how long is it. Is it within range? Is it within or too far away? So here I plan to, because it still have a gap, a small gap, so I'm going to crochet here, all here. So here I'm going to do single crochet all around, but those bumps here, those belly here, I'm going to do half double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and then single crochet all the while, all around here. And by the time I come to this point here, I'll do half double crochet, and then I'll do 3 double crochet. So I'm going to do 2 rows of that. Hopefully it will kind of fill up this space and make it straight. So far I like this pattern, and let's see how the edges will turn out. Okay, the width here, it's kind of difficult to make it straight. Maybe I'll just fill up here and here, kind of bend down to the canvas, plastic canvas, because this is a triangle shape. It's not like granny square where everything is just square. This is not really that, and this is the first time I'm trying this out, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I just improvise as I go along. So now I just do the edges here, because the bag needs some dark color edges as well to make it look better, look more like a bag. So I choose a dark brown color for the edge on both sides. So maybe I'll start from here. This is the width, this is the length, there's a gap here. So maybe I'll start from here, build a square and go down. Whereas this part here, I plan to hide it inside the canvas this way. So as long as I see this is not a curve yet, I'm going to do oops, sorry. Going to do single crochet, and by the time I come to this slanting downwards part, I'm going to do half double crochet. So in these 3 places here in the valley, kind of, I'll do double crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3. So 3 double crochet. Then I'll do 1 more half double crochet here. Sorry, here. Oh, okay. Wait. I should not do into the. I should do on the. Okay, half. This is a double crochet. and then I'll do a half double crochet here, and the rest is going to be single crochet. I plan to do 2 rows of this so that the dark edge looks at least this white. So the first 2 rows there'll be double crochet and half double crochet. Then by the time the 3rd row, if this is straight, it becomes a straight line, I'll just do double crochet all around. Okay, by the time there's a bend here, it's going down. I'm going to do half double crochet. Then I'm going to do double crochet. One on this triangle, one on this triangle, and one in the middle. Then half double crochet. Oh yeah, I forgot, this is the, let me see, oh no, here, this is the turning point, just like the granny stitch. Should do chain 2 or chain 3, do a half double crochet, and then followed by single crochet all around. So here it will turn squarish later on the next row. Oops, sorry, it's the single crochet. So by the time I reach this spot here between these 2, okay, I'm going to do a half double crochet, then a double crochet, and one more in the middle, and pull this tight because that's the place where I join them. And another half double crochet over the other triangle. Oh, sorry, it's not half double crochet, it's double crochet. So half double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. So can you see it's kind of like straighten it. So if this row I manage to straighten it, I will not do double crochet on the next row. It will be just single crochet all around. So really have to improvise and see how it goes. If it goes well, I mean it has become a straight line, then I do not have to do twice. As you can see, I've not done this before, so this is kind of like a trial and error thing to see how it goes. So if this video managed to get out, it means I did right. I managed to come up with a bag. Hopefully it's elegant with just cheap yarn. These are just cotton yarn. Let's turn cotton yarn into something elegant. So I'll continue just like this. See, it's kind of straightened. So here, this is the squarish part, the corner, so that when I connect it here, it's easier. It's square. And here, the extras, I'll just bend it down. And after I bend it down, I might need to do some double crochet or single crochet. I need at least an inch or so of darker color so the back comes out way better. So at the moment, this is it. I'll come back to you once I have the 2H done and see how it